Well, folks, we're rapidly approaching Lightning McQueen's historic race with Jackson Storm. You can bet that old Ka-Chow's shaking in his light years, considering that...
Not so fast!
He's not so fast. Never has been.
Oh, yeah!
My trophy! Who are you? And what are you doing on my set? Security!
Here's the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause I may be a huge fan.
Oh, I'd say.
But I like shot at him so sad.
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately, we've got sponsors and station managers who...
You listen here. Somebody's gonna get messed up. And if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
You hear that, Honey Britches? You got yourself a date, miss.
Alright, folks, we are back. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises Chick. What's going on back there?
Just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial, we don't do skits on this show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you mean to say is
Mater the Greater.
This is where you're supposed to play the theme, son.
Can I need, please? As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department, but what about specialized skills?
Yeah,
Like stunt driving.
right.
I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jet.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. Maybe I'm not dressing up. Well, folks, we're rapidly approaching Lightning McQueen's historic race with Jackson Storm. And you can bet that old Ka-Chow's shaking in his light years, considering that...
Not so fast!
He's not so fast. Never has been.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
My trophy! Who are you? And what are you doing on my set? Security?
Fritter's the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause I may be a huge fan,
I'd say.
and I want a shot at him. So set up!
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers who...
You listen here. Somebody's gonna get messed up, and if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
Hear that, Honey Britches? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are back! And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises What's going on back there?
Just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial, we don't do skits on the show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you mean to say is
Mater the Greater.
this is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Come on, you please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department, but what about specialized skills?
Yeah, like stunt driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. Maybe in my dressing room. Well, folks, we're rapidly approaching Lightning McQueen's historic race with Jackson Storm. And you can bet that old Ka-Chow's shaking in his light years, considering that...
Not so fast!
He's not so fast. Never has been.
Oh, yeah!
My trophy! Who are you? And what are you doing on my set?
Security, fritter's the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause I made me a huge thing.
I'd say.
I wanna shot him, so set it up.
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers who...
Listen here, somebody's gonna get messed up. And if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
Hear that, now, bitches? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are back. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises you. What's going on back there?
Just to get my costume,
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on the show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you're meaning to say is Mater the Greater. This is supposed to play a theme song.
Cameron, please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, that's good driving.
Right, let's get into that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'll be in my dressing room. Well, folks, we're rapidly approaching Lightning McQueen's historic race with Texan Storm. And you can bet that old Ka-chow's shaking his light ears considering that so fast is not so fast. It has been.
Oh, yeah!
My trophy! Who are you? And what are you doing on my set? Security?
Fritter's the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause I may be a huge thing.
Oh, I'd say.
But I want a shot at him, so set it up.
As much as I would personally love to see it, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers.
Listen here, somebody's gonna get messed up. And if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
You hear that, Naughty Bridges? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are back. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises you. What's going on back there?
Just trying to get the costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on this show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you meaning to say is Mater the Greater. This is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Can on me, please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, like stunt driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'll be in my dressing room.
Not so fast.
He's not so fast. It has been.
Oh, yeah.
The trophy? Who are you? And what are you doing on my set? Security?
Fritter's the name. And me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause I may be a huge thing,
I'd say.
but I want a shot of him. So set up.
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers who...
Listen here, somebody's gonna get messed up. And if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
You hear that, Naughty Bridges? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are back. How about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises you. What's going on back there?
Just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on this show. Anyway, folks, Join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you're meaning to say is Mater agreed. This is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Come on, me, please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department, but what about specialized skills?
Here, let's hear it, Jack.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'll be in my dressing room.
Not so fast!
He's not so fast. Never has been.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
My trophy! Who are you? And what are you doing in my set? Security?
Fritter's the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause our may be a huge thing.
I'd say.
I want a shot, so set it up!
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers who...
Listen here, somebody's gonna get messed up. And if it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt, it's gonna be you. Take your pick. Chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
Hear that, my bitches? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are back. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises Chip. What's going on back there?
Just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on the show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you mean to say is Mater. This is where you're supposed to play the theme song.
Come on, me please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, that's good driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'll be in my dressing room.
Not so fast!
He's not so fast. Never has been.
Oh yeah! Here I
You the trophy? Who are you? And what are you doing in my set?
Security! Fritters the name, and me and the Crazy Eights have some unfinished business with old Lightning McQueen. Cause our may be a huge fan,
I'd say.
but I want a shot of him. So set it up!
As much as I would personally love to see that, unfortunately we've got sponsors and station managers who...
You listen here. Somebody's gonna get messed up. And it ain't my boy Lightning Bolt. It's gonna be you. Take your pick, chick.
Join us tomorrow, folks, for a showdown between Lightning McQueen and...
Hear that, my bitches? You got yourself a date with Miss Fritter.
Alright, folks, we are there. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises Chip. What's going on back there?
Sorry, just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on the show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you're meaning to say is Mater the Greater. This is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Come on, me please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department, but what about specialized skills?
Yeah, that's good driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'll be in my dressing room. Alright, folks, we are back. How about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises Chip. What's going on back there?
Sorry, dude. Just trying to get my costume suit ready.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on this show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you meaning to say is Mater the Greater. This is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Can on me, please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, like hood driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. Oh, I'll be in my dressing room. All right, folks, we are back. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises What's going on back there?
Sir, just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on the show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from Radiator Springs, Later.
I think what you're meaning to say is Later the Gator. This is where you're supposed to play my theme song.
Come on me, please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, like stunt driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt diving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
You already said that. I'm in my dressing room. All right, folks, we are there. And how about that race? Naturally, it's the outcome a champion like myself expected. Nothing surprises. What's going on back there?
Sir, just trying to get my costume situated.
I told you during commercial we don't do skits on this show. Anyway, folks, join me in welcoming Lightning McQueen's old pal straight from the Radiator Springs, Mater.
I think what you meaning to say is Mater the Gator. This is where I'm supposed to play my theme song.
Come on, me please. As I was saying, newfangled racers may have what it takes in the looks department. But what about specialized skills?
Yeah, that's hood driving.
Right, I was getting to that. Stunt driving.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off after an amazing jump.
Hey, you're reading my cue cards.
Nothing shows off a racer's skills better than showing off.
I already said that. Oh, I'll be in my dressing room. Well, it would seem that Lightning McQueen isn't quite done with racing yet. Although I could have won out with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you any time, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Well, it would seem that Lightning McQueen isn't quite done with racing yet. Although I could have won out with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you any time, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Well, it would seem that Lightning McQueen isn't quite done with racing yet. Although I could have won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you any time, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Well, it would seem that Lightning McQueen isn't quite done with racing yet. Although I could have won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you any time, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Although I could have won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Although I could have won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? Although I could have won that with a way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone? Anywhere? A way faster time. That race was fixed for ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, Lightning. I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone?
Anywhere?
Your time. That race was fixed the ratings. You know I can beat you anytime, like I can beat anyone, anywhere. Just bring it. Anyone?
Anywhere? Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint. Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint. Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint. Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint. Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint. Where you going, sweetie? We ain't done yet. Let me at that new paint.
Man, this is good TV.